Hi, welcome to Zenagallery. My name is Zena, and I'm going to provide a energy reading for today. So let's see what we get. Okay, so the first message that I get, make sure you're going with the flow when it comes to kindness, being kind to yourself and others. There isn't a disruption when it comes to your ideas and abundance. There is not a disruption when it comes to your ideas and abundance. So what I get with that, there isn't any outside influences when it comes to your creative ideas and your abundance. So make sure, like, say if you're going to work, working on a project, looking for some type of abundance to come in, looking for a new job, make sure you know that there isn't an outside interference. The only interference is the way you are thinking personally or self-talk. So make sure you're going with the flow when it comes to being kind to yourself and others. Um, when it comes to being comfortable, now when it comes to being comfortable, there is a interference when it comes to your comfortability and your anxiety and your intuition. Make sure you are using your intuition when it comes to your anxiety or anything that's trying to take you out of your comfort zone. So I see that there is an interference. Make sure you're resting. Yeah, the energy may be low right now for a lot of people, but not as in, so don't take it as it could be bad energy. It just could be the lack of energy. So make sure like you're taking vitamins, supplements, things to like support your energy levels. And the most important one is obviously is rest. When it comes to love or just receiving love, there may be a lot of rejections. But just make sure you're moving around rejections, and that could be with work, looking for compliments, relationships, anything that has to do with you're looking for the love and support. Now, there could be a lot of rejection where, a lot of people aren't, um, they lack love, so they're not going to show you love. Or it could be they're not happy with their life, so of course they can't be happy for you. Make sure you're not taking it personally and you're just kind of moving around it. Make sure you're creating movement despite the lack of love and the love and support that you may not be receiving at the time. Let's see. Make sure you're not stopping when it comes to self-reflecting or reflecting on any type of situation where that, because you're taking the time out to stop and reflect. Maybe you can see the situation a little bit better, especially if the person is like, there's like a lack of knowledge of what's needs to be reflected on, or possibly let's see, make sure you're just not stopping when you are reflecting on something. Make sure you're putting an action behind reflecting on something, especially after you find out what the mystery is. Make sure you're not stopping when it comes to your faith and your beliefs. Make sure you're cleansing. Make sure you are focused on being creative. Your creative ideas and productivity is protected because make sure you're just, well, it is protected. So don't worry about, oh, somebody's gonna steal my idea, or somebody's gonna steal, or I came up with the idea. It's not about that. It's just basically everybody has room to grow and everybody has an opportunity to be creative. Even if the idea is like someone else's, it would never be the same person's exact idea, and even if it was, like, everybody's entitled to just use ideas. Like, ideas are limitless, unlimited. Okay, make sure you're putting space so that you can create protection for yourself, especially if you do feel like maybe if you do feel like, if obviously if like maybe you need some space so that you can be creative on your ideas or work on some projects. Make sure that you are putting space, not putting space, make sure you're creating space so that you can have the protection of the ideas you create or the projects you're working on, or just like completing work. Maybe you're at work and it's just super crowded and you can't really get your work done, and it is a distraction, but you know it's work, so you have to be working there. Just make sure you're finding ways and being creative so that you can protect, so that you can create the space for the protection that you need so that you can be creative or think clearly. That's just what I get. Thinking clearly. Make sure you're creating space to think clearly. When it comes to determination, make sure you're not putting your determination on a back burner because of sadness or things that are just like making you sad. So again, this is about self-talk. Not allowing self-talk to trick you out of your determination, and make sure you're trusting yourself. Make sure you believe in yourself and you trust and faith that, you know, God has the best plan for you. Make sure, like, when you are trusting yourself and doing your best to trust yourself, make sure that you're not just throwing your drive, your hunger, and your happiness out the window because of the sadness and the lack of determination. So make sure you are creating things so that, like, make it fun. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, if it's a lot of hard work you got to do, make sure you are, like, you're so far-fetched in your plan, like, trusting your plan so much that it's eating up your drive, your hunger. Like, you, like, basically, you know, when you like working on something so hard and you're just like, you know what, I give up. I don't even want to do this shit anymore because it's not making me happy. So, like, make sure you don't get, be mindful, not make sure, but be mindful not to get in that energy where it affects your hunger and your happiness because you're trusting in the plan or project that you're working on so much that you just give up. All right, what else? Alright, when it comes to, make sure you're being cautious when it comes to like thinking dark, spirits, ghosts, interference, bad people, negative energy, all of these things. Just like make sure you're not thinking, I mean, it's just so much stuff like all over, on TV, in the news, in the neighborhood, just everywhere you go. Everybody's just talking like, you know, it's just so much bad, right? It could be in human form, it could be in spirit form, all these things. And it's automatically putting you fear. Oh, you know, the economy is going to shut down. Oh, you know, the money's going to run out. Oh, I don't have enough money. Everything you could possibly think of. Like, be mindful and be cautious of the things you're reading, hearing, saying, what people are saying, the bogus stories that you're reading. That's not saying you living in la la land. It's just that right now is not the time to be really, you know, focus on that. Use your determination to work on your faith, work through your fears, believe in yourself, believe in what you think and what you want to happen in the world for you right now. You know, you gotta, I'm getting heavy, real heavy fear or super cautious. Let's see what else. Super cautious when it comes to thinking about dark entities, ghosts, demons, fear. All of that stuff comes from the lack of faith. You know, at the end of the day, like, I'm not going to force my beliefs on nobody, but this is just an energy reading of the collective and humanity right now. So, you know, you're entitled to believe what you want to believe. So, you know, you believe in yourself, then hey, be my guest. But if you don't believe in yourself and you steady calling in basically the Grim Reaper and fear and ghosts and being scary, then you already know what's going to happen. All right, what else? Yeah, like focus on your confidence, right? Like focus on being confident in things that you want to happen. Stop being confident in ghost, fear, right? And cautious, right? And caution. Be cautious when it comes to ghosts, fear, and you take that how you want to take it when it comes to what type of ghost or what type of demon or what type of devil or whatever, like anything. Or oh, I'm not gonna make it. Oh, I don't have this. I don't have that. Make sure you're being confident in yourself and whatever plan or that you're working on, or any job, or you know whatever you got. Like you don't have to have a lot, or if you have a lot, like make sure you're being confident so that you don't lose your stuff, or you need to work on your stuff, or you need to work on getting stuff so that you can survive. Make sure that's you're not surrendering to that. Okay, make sure you are surrendering to God. Like make sure you're surrendering to believing in yourself and believing in God that He has the best for you and that you're gonna make it, and believing in like what you think in your mind. What else? Let's see what else is to surrender about. Is anything else about that? Surrendering to, let's see. All right, so yeah, make sure that when you surrender to God and things that you're not confident about, or your fears and things that you're scared about, or that's human behavior, that's human nature, or things that puts fear in you, make sure you're going harder when it comes to your faith and success. God is not the author of confusion. So if you're feeling confused or you're feeling scared, then it's time for me to surrender extra hard when it comes to God and ask God help me, have stronger faith. Or if whatever the case may be. Like I said, this is not a religion reading. Whatever you believe, that's you're entitled to that right. So this is just energy to let you know, like, be mindful of what you putting in your time, what you're hearing, what you're reading, what are you believing, what you allowing people to make you believe. All right, when it comes to anger, don't allow your passions to make you angry. Things that you want, and because if you allowing if you allowing passion to make you angry, the stuff that you want, then that's obsession. It's obsession. I don't care what it is. Money, people, place, or thing. People, place, person, or thing. You're passionate about it and it's making you angry, you're obsessed. And that's not good, because that's not coming from a place of love. Love is patient, love is kind. That's not coming from a good place. That's coming from a deceitful motive or a deceitful intention. That's obsession, right? And it's not illumination, it's not enlightenment, it's not self-reflection, it's not enlightenment within self. It's something that is driving you basically crazy. Like if it's something that is making you that angry and you're passionate about it, or maybe you love something so much that it's making you angry and you're passionate about it, that's obsession, and that's incorrect. So it's not going to make you feel good. It's not going to make you feel good about yourself, and it's not going to make any type of good energy, manifest, right? It's going to drain you, actually. So let's see. Let's keep going. Yeah, it could possibly interfere with the illumination and the enlightenment when it comes to your growth. Like it's going to stunt the growth. So, we're here to grow and learn. So that's really what, high vibrational energy is about. Let me keep going. All right, what else? All right, make sure you're being conscious when it comes to anger and passion. Things that you're passionate about is making you angry. Make sure you're being conscious when it comes to being frustrated because you may feel isolated, just being frustrated, or any isolation or any pain. Make sure you're balancing your human behaviors, emotions. Let's see, focus on your strength, and put dead anything that's like taking away from your peace. You know what I'm saying? People, place, or thing. Dead anything. So focus on your strengths. You need to dead anything that is robbing you of your peace. I don't care what it is. Like, you know what? You broke. All right. Hey, you broke. Go look for another job. If you got bills that's paid needs to be paid, then take your time. You can only do what you could be able to manage. If it's a relationship not working out, hey, it's so many people in the world. Maybe you need to take some time for yourself. If it is just, it could be a million and one things. Like I don't know, like, but just overall, like, make sure anything that's robbing you of your peace, that's it. Just it's over with. All right. So that was let's see, 15 minutes. So I'm gonna just stop this one right here. So my name is Zena. Thank you for watching Zenagallery. That was an energy reading right now. So yeah, a lot of energy that I'm getting here is just like, don't allow your passions or what you want out of life to make you angry, to make you frustrated, to confuse you, to make you scared, don't allow any invincible energy to continue to interfere with what you believe or what you need to find out. Continue to focus on having faith in yourself and believing in yourself and researching if it's something that you don't know, that you lack the knowledge on. What is it that God's assignment is for you? Or if you're putting too much fear into what the devil is telling you or making you feel, like, just be trusting yourself and be confident. And that's really what I'm getting. All right, well, thank you. My name is Zena. Thank you for watching Zenagallery, and talk to you later. Bye bye.